This is metabolism. Carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids are all involved with each other in some little way. And that little way is actually a big way. It's the TCA cycle. Proteins get to the TCA cycle by fumarate. Carbohydrates get there by pyruvate to acetyl-CoA. And lipids get there by beta oxidation. When proteins get to the TCA cycle, they go through the urea cycle, which then makes fumarate, which goes off into make the TCA cycle, as I said before. But what is also involved is oxoalloacetate. Oxoalloacetate is an alpha-ketoglutarate or alpha-ketic acid, which makes aspartate, which is involved with citrulline, shown above. In proteins, there's also other alpha-keto acids, is glutamate, which makes alpha-ketoglutarate, which is involved in the fourth step of the TCA cycle. And aspartate, I already talked about aspartate. And alanine makes pyruvate, and pyruvate is the step right before making acetyl-CoA. These alpha-keto acids can be converted to glucose, cholesterol, and fatty acids, as you can see by the TCA cycle. As for carbohydrates, as I said before, it's very simple. Carbohydrates just go through glycolysis to make pyruvate, to make acetyl-CoA. But glycolysis is a very complicated process. Lipids, as I said before, also just make acetyl-CoA by going through beta oxidation. However, anything that is converted to acetyl-CoA can be converted back to fat. So the acetyl-CoA created by carbohydrates can be converted to fat. As for odd-chain fatty acids, they also go through beta oxidation. However, that can only happen with biotin and vitamin B, but I will talk about that later. And another little side note between carbohydrates and fatty acids, succinyl-CoA is used for carbohydrate metabolism and fat metabolism. As for hormones involved with metabolism, we have insulin, which promotes the formation of glycogen, lipids, and proteins. During metabolic stress, insulin is increased and suppresses ketone bodies and breaks down protein. Cortisol is increased during metabolic stress to increase blood glucose for survival. And glucagon is increased during metabolic stress to activate gluconeogenesis to create more ATP. Now there's some other things involved, like vitamins and minerals. There's 3 vitamins involved with metabolism, and I'm sure there's a few more. Biotin is required for the oxidation of propanyl-CoA. Biotin assists with the formation of acetyl-CoA and manonyl-CoA. Vitamin B12 is also required for the oxidation of propanyl-CoA. And propanyl-CoA, as I said before, is what's created from odd-chain fatty acid oxidation. Some minerals involved is magnesium, which is involved with beta oxidation, the TCA cycle, glycolysis, and protein synthesis. Zinc is involved with protein synthesis and is also increases glucose tolerance because is stored with insulin. And chromium helps blood glucose regulation because it helps with insulin binding. Now here's some things to remember. Acetyl-CoA is a major precursor. Everything leads to it. And as I said before, maybe I didn't mention before, pyruvate is also a huge step. The main hormones involved with metabolism regulation is cortisol, insulin. Insulin is a major one, and glycogen. Vitamins and minerals are also involved with metabolism, so don't forget about them. I know it's easy to forget. Thank you.